Want to grow your own bacteria at home? Let's make nutrient agar first. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Hugo, and today, in this experiment today, we are going to make our own bacteria, and my intention for this is to show you how easy we can grow our own bacteria. First, let's add this 250 milliliters of water to this pot. Then, we need to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. Okay. And then just pour it in there. Then we can also add 1 chicken or beef stock cube. Today I've been choosing chicken stock cube. And for the sugar and this chicken stock cube is for nutrients for the bacteria to actually develop. So first we just need to turn on the heat. But first we need to let them dissolve in first. So let's turn on the heat first. So this is going to take at least 5 to 10 minutes for it to actually dissolve. So until it becomes a mixture, we will pour it into our own Petri dishes. And then now our mixture is fully dissolved. Now we just need to turn off the heat. Then we also need to add 1 tablespoon of this agar-agar powder. Okay, let's do it. Okay, 1 tablespoon. Okay, and then now we just need to add it to our mixture and wait for it to dissolve again. Just need to mix it and let it cool for a while without the heat. So now we just need to mix until it's fully dissolved, and then we just need to pour this mixture into a clean Petri dish. But first but don't let it solidify before you're pouring it. It just needs to be a liquid, almost turning into a solid first. Now, since our mixture is fully dissolved, now we just need to pour approximately 5 milliliters of this into our Petri dish, just approximately. So just based on our estimates, just a clean, thin layer of it. A little bit. So until it covers the whole surface of the Petri dish itself. This should be enough. Then our next Petri dish. Okay. Now, since we already poured our Petri dishes, our mixture into the Petri dishes, we need to wait for it to solidify in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll just add it into our fridge and just need to wait 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, now we just need to wait it for 15 to 20 minutes for these Petri dishes to solidify. Okay, now it's 20 minutes. Okay, now it's already 20 minutes. The Petri dishes has fully solidified, and now we can actually, now we'll move on to our next step of cotton swabbing. Now, we just need to grab a cotton swab, and then we'll just collect the bacteria around our allocated area. So, since we have 2 Petri dishes, the first one we're going to swab is around this toilet seat. Okay, I'll just get it really in there so we can get as much bacteria as possible. Then, we need to go back to our agar, and then gently rub it over the surface of the jelly, the agar jelly. Okay, pretty good. Just make sure we can get all the surface, and then we gently rub it, and then so this will be toilet. We'll label it much more better in the future, but this will do. And then since we already have another agar plate, our next, we grab another cotton bud, a fresh one. Then I'm just gonna swab all of my phone just to see how dirty it is. And then I'll just swab all of it, get it really into those corners. Then we'll gently swab it again over the cotton, the agar. Oh wait, it's done. Okay, now we'll just label this as phone. Okay, can't really see it, but we'll label it better. Okay, that's this. So this is our petri dish for our toilet, and that's our petri dish for our phone. Now we just need to seal it with tape or cling wrap and place it in a warm spot around 28 to 32 degrees Celsius near a lamp or just in room temperature. And so we need to wait 2 to 5 days. See you to 2 to 5 days. Now, since I know this is not part of the video, but since we already have extra nutrient agar, I'm gonna test out more stuff and use my homemade petri dishes. So the third place we're gonna do it is the outdoors. So we're just gonna cotton swab the outdoors to see how much bacteria is it. This could be the most bacteria or it could be the least bacteria, but like, who knows? Or maybe it could be anything, you know? We can expect the unexpected, I guess. Let's really get in there. Oh, it's really dirty. Alright, let's move on to our fourth cotton bud. We are going to be cotton swabbing the keyboard of this laptop, which is not mine, by the way. Okay, we're gonna get really into the edges where maybe all the crumbs are and all the dust and all the microorganisms are. Alright, now since we mostly swabbed all of the keyboard, let's just put it on our gently put on the surface on our last petri dish, sort of. Okay, just get it really everywhere. And then now we just need to dispose of our cotton bud, and now we're just gonna seal it again, since we don't have the lid. Okay, it's wrapped now, and then okay. Okay, now we already sealed our keyboard kind of petri dish, and now we'll just label them later and put them under the lamp. See you in 2 to 5 days, I guess. It's been 5 days, and let's now review the petri dishes that we just did. First, coming at number 4, surprisingly, the cleanest out of all of them is the toilet. So as you can see, there's not a lot of development. It's just mostly the gel, and there's just one singular spot right there. I don't think you see it, but it's only that spot. So relatively, our toilet, or at least my toilet, is quite clean. So I guess that just says something. And then coming at number 3 is probably my phone. As you can see, that there's only a little bit of black dots right here, but most of the entire petri dish is just relatively clean. Then, at second place of the most dirtiest, we have outdoors. As you can see, of its outdoor appearance, of its green color. Also, like a little bit of black spots just covering the cling wrap. But I mean, the outdoors is quite dirty, which kind of makes sense because compared to the toilet and phone, this is a big jump in the dirtiness and bacteria growing. And surprisingly, coming in number one is the keyboard. I did not expect this. I really did not. But look, it's kind of similar to outdoors, but keyboard actually has the most black spores. It's literally covering a bunch of the area, and also green spots, which means that it actually has more types of bacteria than outdoors, and it's a much more larger quantity. So I think the moral of this experiment is that, well, maybe things that look dirty are actually clean, and things that look clean are actually really, really dirty. So hope you learned something from this experiment. Bye!